Hey there, what's happening, folks? Welcome back to my eBay office here on a Monday evening, and I'm coming off a great sales weekend. As you can see from that last video, I had almost $350 worth in a couple days of sales, so that's awesome. Maybe 3 days of sales. I probably have some Friday orders on there also, but still, that's really good. So today I've got a total of 4 items going out, and my total gross sales are $98.78. So that's fantastic. I mean, one item that I sold, it was a pretty good amount, pretty big chunk of that. So that's pretty good. My cost of goods into these items are about $9. First things first, let's talk about a couple things. I did go to Goodwill like I always do. Today is the 75% off day at my local Goodwill. So most of the items that I buy are a little over $1. But I found a couple of good items. This is just, I don't know, I'll have to look this up to see how much it's actually worth. But I found 3 of these glasses. Some old St. Louis Cardinals football glasses. So pretty cool. I'll look these up. I don't expect them to go for much, but 75% off of $1.30. So yeah, I mean, I paid like what, 33 cents for these or something like that. I don't know. So that's pretty good. And then I saw this unique sculpture, and I always kind of look at the artsy stuff just to see if anything stands out. And it's this guy here. So this is a bronze sculpture. See that? It's kind of cool, huh? And I looked it up, and the guy who did it, it's 1972 Austin Productions. And so, of course, I use Google Lens, and I start looking at these things, and I found a sold comp that this sold on like an art kind of site for $550. So I paid a little over $10 for this. It's heavy. It's bronze, so I don't know if you can hear that. I mean, I'm probably just going to do a once over and just kind of clean it up a little bit. And I don't know if some of these white marks, if it's like paint or if it's the actual sculpture. I think it's the actual sculpture. Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I thought it read online as bronze, but it's got some chips in it. But I don't see anything listed like this on eBay. So this could be worth nothing. It could be just worth the $10 I paid for it, maybe less. It could be just a big paperweight. But you know my rule, if you can't find anything on it and it has some value and you don't know what to set it for, you set it high and you let it ride. So I'm going to set this thing high, pretty high. And I'm just going to see what happens, see if I get any, bites on it, and we'll go from there. So that's kind of exciting. I don't know. Let's see if we can get lucky. All right, let's pull some orders. So I got 3 on eBay. Let's do those first. I did sell a Christmas house. I got these from a yard sale a while back. I bought a whole bunch of these houses and accessories for like $10. And I sold one today. This is the Pet Shop from 1994. And it does work, I believe. But this sold for $12 plus shipping. Then on a tote G, I've got an Eddie Bauer women's, like a hooded vest thing. And I just listed this. It's coming off. I just listed this last week, I think. I got it at Goodwill. Sold pretty quick. I figured it would. Took an offer on it. This sold for $13 plus shipping. Then I got out of File Cabinet 2 a Penguin Munsingwear polo. This is it. It's actually not a polo. It's a button-up. It's a short-sleeve button-up shirt with little sun things on it. So anyway, but I got this. I think I got this at Goodwill. Maybe I got it at a yard sale. Either way, it's about $1. But this sold for $8.80 plus shipping. And then the big item was this Jim Shore Disney piece, which I didn't think this was going to last long, to be honest with you. The Jim Shore stuff, you can kind of recognize it. It's kind of like that chipped kind of look, like it's a carved kind of look. And they're usually like different colored kind of squares, almost like a mosaic kind of. But that's how you can kind of recognize Jim Shore. But then if you've got Jim Shore with Disney, you got something. So I figured this was going to sell pretty quick. This is from 2005. It's pretty neat. What do they call this thing? I don't remember what they called it, but it'll show in a listing. So, but anyway, I paid $5 for this just this past Saturday. And this sold on Mercari for $64.98 plus shipping. So that's a good flip. I don't know about you guys, but I'm already tired of it getting so dark so early. I just stepped out of my house, which the second time I stepped out of my house today. I went somewhere on my lunch break to run an errand real quick. But, I mean, I get here to my office, and where are we at now? We're not even at 6 o'clock, so I'm here still pretty early. And I feel just, like, tired. And I know it's like, what the heck? Why am I feeling so tired? And it does something to my mind. Does that happen to anybody else? I mean, because, man, I just feel like I just hate it when it's getting dark so early. I feel like I can't do anything, or I can't do as much as I normally could outside. Anyway, so we're here Tuesday evening, and I've got 3 orders going out on eBay. So sales are kind of slowing down a little bit, and they're totaling $37.18. My cost of goods are about $5 into these. So we'll get to pulling those in just a second. But my last video I just posted, what was it, yesterday? I guess I did, Monday or whatever. But I had a viewer question. Shelly Marie, she had a question that what do I do with all the inventory that I don't sell or that's not able to be sold? So the quick answer to that is I don't do as much as I should. So I guess somebody told me a long time ago when I got into this that if it's not taking up a lot of space and it's not causing you any problems, then just drop the price. You know, and that's kind of what I do. So when I don't do as much as I should, I don't take the time to drop the price enough and to get the stuff sold. So like, I think I just sold something in my last video, a couple of toys from my kids' childhood. Like that was one of the items that I just knocked down super low, and it was like $1.50. So, and you might be thinking like, Joe, well, what is it worth it to even sell something for $1 or $2? And because I really don't make much on it. And then some of those, after fees and everything, I might make $1 or even under $1. But my thought process is, one, at least I'm making a sale. And it could be bringing this person, maybe a new buyer, potentially to my store. So if I do everything right, I give them the price they want, a low price. I ship it quickly, package it nicely, and they get it. They might come back to my store and buy something else. And because I do get plenty of repeat buyers, so it's not something that's uncommon. eBay shows me that, whenever a repeat buyer buys from me. So that's pretty cool. But my plan is that, and what I've kind of done, if I need room or stuff, I'll kind of start going through a tote. Like I'll pick J here or something. And then I'll edit on eBay on, you can edit by SKU number, and I can see everything that's in that tote. And then I can drop prices on things, or I can just take it out. And I usually just take it out and get rid of it. I did a yard sale last year, I think I did, and I made some money on that yard sale, but I just don't like doing yard sales, and I like going to them, but I don't like having one, because it's a lot of work, guys, to get all that stuff out there. And but when I had my yard sale a couple of years ago, I made some good money on it and everything, but then I donated a bunch of stuff. So but as you guys can see, a lot of the inventory that I get is pretty cheap, and I'm only into it for like $1. Some things I spend a little bit more on that but most of my stuff is pretty cheap. So if I have to cut a loss on it, I cut a loss on it. But a lot of it, especially stuff that I buy in bulk, I make my money on, or I make a lot of my money back on, and then maybe I donate the rest or whatever. So there are some losses. This is part of the game. Not everything I buy is golden, and that's just the way it goes. So I hope that answers your question. But yeah, I'm pretty much just mark it down as much as I possibly can. Try to sell it first, and then if they don't sell eventually, then I just get rid of it. I just donate it to Goodwill or whatever. So that's it. All right, let's pull some orders. First item is a cigarette lighter charger. And this might be it. No, that's probably a different one in here. Back here, maybe. This is it. I got this in that bulk deal that I got a whole bunch of AC adapters and everything. I'm only into this for like 33 cents. This one doesn't hold a lot of value. There's no brand or anything. This sold for $4 plus shipping. Then a tote M. Oh, my tote is in backwards. I'll have to fix that. I got a Nike hoodie, and I just listed this last night. I'm going to try to list the rest of that stuff, because it's all nice stuff I just picked up this weekend. So this is a women's Nike hoodie. It's like a quarter zip hoodie. I really haven't seen something like that. It's really soft and pretty nice. But I got this for $3 at a yard sale. This sold for $19.98 plus shipping. And then I sold my last tape recorder here. And, I've mentioned these. If you ever find these, you find them for cheap. They do sell. They sell pretty quickly. I'm into this for around the $2 range, maybe a little bit less than that. This sold for $13.20 plus shipping. Hey, what's up, folks? We're here Wednesday evening. We're going to pull some orders real quick. I've got 5 orders going out on eBay, totaling $85.98. My cost of goods about $11. So that's pretty good for today, but I'm going to try to hurry up and get done. I'm going to try to get here tomorrow. I got something going on with some buddies of mine tomorrow. We're going to try to play some golf. So I got to try to get my pictures done. A little bit extra pictures taken tonight. So if I do have to come to the office tomorrow, I can just quickly ship some items out and get on out of here. So we're going to try to do all that tonight. Work ahead, do what you got to do here. So first item going out, I sold another Christmas house. This was one of the bigger ones. If you remember, I bought a whole bunch of these houses plus accessories for like $10 over the summer. This is the second one that I sold. This sold for $10 plus shipping. Then out of queue, I sold that Wrangler FR shirt. If you ever see FR or like this orange kind of tag, it means fire resistant, and they sell well. So a lot of times you'll find them in jeans, that kind of stuff. So people buy this stuff if they're working in an environment where they need to be like not flammable, basically. So we got this. I got this at the yard sale for $1. This sold for $18 plus shipping. So that's a pretty good flip. I did sell this vintage Fenton pitcher here. I bought this over the summer, and I had it listed kind of high, I'll be honest with you. But this is nice. So this is Fenton glassware, and I noticed it right away on the table. Fenton glassware is really recognizable with this ruffled edge like that. It's almost rough. It's always ruffled and almost looks not symmetrical, but I guess it kind of is. But this one's called, what is it called? Like a coin dot. So like these little circles, coin dot. It's a pitcher. This color is cranberry, but really pretty. So there you go. How about that? But I paid $3 for this at a yard sale. Like I said, Fenton stuff does pretty good. I don't like to ship it, so we're going to make sure we package it up well. But this sold for $39.99 plus shipping. Then I got a Patagonian hat. I think I got these for around the $2 range. I didn't make much on this one. I thought they'd hold more value, but they really don't. Pretty nice hat, though. This sold for $4.99 plus shipping. Then I sold another Beatles record. This one is Let It Be. I think this is it. Nope, that is not it. There it is. Probably one of the more iconic records, right? I remember that cover. Yeah, very much a standout record. Let It Be by the Beatles, original vintage record. This sold for $13 plus shipping. Hey there, what's up, folks? We're here Friday night. What time are we looking at? Right after 7 p.m. So kind of trying to get in and get out of here so I can enjoy my Friday evening. We just went out to dinner, so that's why I'm here a little bit late. But I have 4 orders going out. And I like to pull, I don't really have to, I've mentioned this before, I don't really have to pull my orders on Friday nights. They could wait till Monday, but I like to go ahead and do that because it just kind of, the customer likes to get this stuff out as quick as I can. And then if I sell anything on Saturday or Sunday, those don't get pulled till Sunday evening. So that's how I like to do it. So I've got 4 orders going out tonight on eBay. My total gross sales are only $40.59. My cost of goods are about $7. So that's about it. Let's go ahead and pull some orders. First item going out tonight is another Beatles record. I didn't think these would last very long. Some of them are selling a lot better than the other ones, but in this kind of condition, I kind of figured I'd be around the $15, $20 range, but this one's a little bit lower than that. This is the Beatles 1967 to 1970 hits. So pretty cool cover. Here they are, a little bit older, and then the same spot when they were younger. So that's pretty cool. But this is a double record. This one sold for $12 plus shipping. Then I've got a vintage redhead gun bag, I guess I would call it. So this is an old vintage redhead, like a rifle bag or something like that. I picked up like 3 or 4 of these at a yard sale. I think I paid like $2 for them all. But this sold for $15.99 plus shipping. Then on a tote in, I have an old Blues Clues VHS tape. Well, scratch that. I don't know where the Blues tape is, so I'm going to have to refund that. So that's a bummer. So might have got lost in the yard sale mix-up. I have no idea what happened to it. But then I sold some accessories for those little villages. Here it is here. I wrapped up the deer and some of the other stuff already. Then we got this boy with the fence. So there you go. So we'll package all this up. So this sold for $7 plus shipping. I think that's going to do it for this video, guys. I appreciate you stopping by my channel. I hope you learned something, or maybe I motivated you to get out and do your own reselling or go to yard sales and that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, I'm going to try to get out to some tomorrow morning. It's supposed to be like high of 75 or something here tomorrow. So really good weather for November. So I'm really happy about that. But we're going to try to get some yard sales in. But like I said, I don't know if people are still doing them or not. We'll have to see how it goes. So we'll see. But I appreciate you guys coming by the channel. Please give me a like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And we will see you next time. Thanks.